Hey, so imagine standing in a store holding an item that caught your eye. It feels like a must have in the moment, but what if you paused before pulling out your wallet? Now, the 24-hour rule is a simple yet powerful technique that can help you avoid a lot of impulsive, regretful purchases and keep more money in your pocket. And by waiting just one day before buying anything that isn't essential, you give yourself time to reflect and decide if the purchase truly aligns with your needs and your budget. I'm going to be sharing some tips about how you can use the 24-hour rule in today's episode. Hey guys, welcome to today's show. I am Brad Nelson, founder of Debt Free Dad. I paid off about $45,000 in debt. I've been debt free now for more than 12 years. I've also been fortunate to help thousands of other people save and pay off tens of millions of dollars with the work that we do here at Debt Free Dad. Now, guys, after listening to this episode, if you're ready to take things to the next level, you're ready to break free from living paycheck to paycheck, you want to reduce financial stress, build your savings, and finally pay off your debt for good, but maybe you're just not quite sure where to get started, we've created some incredible free resources here at Debt Free Dad, and I'll be sharing some of those later on in today's episode. Now, have you ever made a purchase only to regret it later? Maybe it was a gadget, clothing, or something that seemed like a great idea in the moment until you get home and you realize you didn't really need it. If that sounds familiar, let me tell you, you're not alone. Impulsive spending is one of the biggest budget busters out there. In fact, they say 40 to 80% of all purchases are made on impulse. But the good news is there is a simple strategy that can help you, and it's called the 24-hour rule. Now, here's how it works. Whenever you feel the urge to buy something that isn't a necessity, I want you to pause, walk away from the store, or close the browser tab and give yourself 24 hours before making the purchase. Now, during that time, think it over. Ask yourself, do I really need this? Will it add value to my life? Can I afford it without going into debt? Often, that short pause is enough to prevent a lot of unnecessary purchases. Now, you might be thinking, how can waiting just one day, heck, in even some cases, a few hours, make such a big difference? Let's break down the benefits. Number one, it reduces a lot of the emotion in the transaction. You see, we often spend money based on emotions, stress, boredom. By the way, boredom for me is a big one. Excitement, something great happened in your life, or maybe even peer pressure. Waiting 24 hours, it gives those emotions time to settle down. When the excitement fades, guess what? You can make more rational decisions. Number two is it helps you stick to your budget and to your overall plan. It also allows you to actually think about, like, what are you working towards? Because I'm guessing the purchase that you want has nothing to do with that. Impulsive buys add up real quick, making it harder to stick to your budget. By waiting, you're more likely to stay on track and prioritize what truly matters in your life. Number three is that it builds better spending habits. Now, every time you pause before buying, you're strengthening your self control. Over time, this habit helps you become more mindful and more intentional with your money. And number four, it reduces a lot of clutter and buyer's remorse. I mean, how many things do you own that you rarely use? The 24-hour rule is going to help you avoid adding more clutter to your life and reduce the regret that comes with buying something that you really don't need. And by the way, if you want a reminder of all the stuff you don't need and the stuff that you don't use on a regular basis, just take a few minutes and walk around your house and see how much stuff you have that just sits there and nobody touches it. It's eye-opening. Number five is it's going to save you money. This one's obvious, but it's worth mentioning. Now, the less you spend on impulsive purchases, the more money you keep in your pocket. Now, it might not seem like much at first, but those savings can add up very, very quickly. Now, some people worry and they'll miss out on deals if they wait. But here's the thing. Most limited time sales, they come around again. And even if you do miss a discount, you're still going to win because you avoided spending money on something you didn't truly need. So, how do you put this 24-hour rule into practice? Well, here are a few tips. Number one, make it a rule for any non essential purchase, whether it's clothes, gadgets, dining out, technology. Wait a day before buying anything. Use a shopping list also. When you shop with a list, you're less likely to buy things that you don't need. And by the way, an extra tip on that list, use cash. Cash is an excellent accountability tool. Also, avoid browsing and shopping for fun. Window shopping or scrolling through online stores often leads to impulsive spending because you're bored. If you don't see it, you're not going to be tempted. Also, get in the habit, and we talk about this a lot on this podcast and also here at Debt Free Dad, is tracking your success. Keep a journal or a note on your phone where you list the items that you wanted to buy but didn't, or how much savings that you've had because you didn't make those purchases. Seeing how much money you saved is a great motivator. And finally, remember this: the 24-hour rule isn't about depriving yourself, it's about making smarter choices. If you wait a day and still feel comfortable about buying the purchase, maybe you go ahead and buy it. But the difference is that you're going to know that you actually made a thoughtful, intentional decision and you didn't let the emotions get the best of you. So the next time that you feel that urge to buy something, I want to encourage you, hit pause. Give yourself 24 hours. You might be surprised how often that must-have item suddenly it doesn't even seem so essential. And honestly, the next day in a lot of cases in my own situation is that I'm not even thinking about that thing any longer. All right, guys, if you're ready to break free from living paycheck to paycheck and you want to reduce stress, you want to build savings, finally pay off debt for good, but you're not sure where to get started, don't worry. We've got you covered here at Debt Free Dad. Simplify My Money is sent each Sunday to your email. Now, Simplify My Money is your step by step roadmap to better financial control. You're also going to learn easy to follow strategies to help you manage your money more effectively. You're going to also have stress-free money decisions by what you're going to learn. These are going to help you simplify your financial life with proven tips that actually work. And you're going to gain the tools and the confidence to tackle your financial goals head on. Sign up for Simplify My Money by clicking the link at the top of the show notes. Hey guys, that's it for today's show. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you guys on the next episode.